Good afternoon, everybody, and thanks for being with us. I'm Will Dupree, coming to you from the KXAN live studio. We appreciate you joining us for this live stream. We're going to take a live look outside right now and show you some video as well from a story that we're going to talk about today. It is not too often that we get to highlight something that is positive here in the community, but that's exactly what we're going to do this afternoon. The headline for the story we're discussing is this: how a son's journey with addiction inspired a Texas farm's recovery program. The reporter behind this story is Catherine Vaughn, and she is one of our interns this summer, and she's joining us here to talk a little bit more about that story. Kat, thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me.
We appreciate you joining, especially remotely, because I know the new school year is about to begin. So how are things right now?
They're great. I mean, I was so happy once I got this story done. I'm so excited for people to read about it and even just kind of see how much these stories can make a difference in the world, you know, as small as they might be. I think the issue that I covered is something that really needs to be talked about these days, especially with the fentanyl epidemic that's been here for a few months. I think just some more light needs to be shed on that. So that's why I wanted to do this story, just in hopes of bringing awareness to that and hopefully make a difference somehow.
Absolutely. And we showed the headline for that story, and I'll bring it back up really quickly. How a son's journey with addiction inspired a Texas farm's recovery program. Talk about how you came to report this story and what sent you down this path.
So it was actually kind of an interesting story because I went to this farm seeking a different story. My topic was entirely different, and it just so happened that Simple Promise Farms responded to my email. I showed up at the farm one weekend on their volunteer day, which is Saturday, and they started talking to me about, you know, what their farm does and how it's different from every other one in Texas. And immediately I just kind of stood there and was like, I have to change my whole entire story. Like, this is so much more incredible. This is such a powerful story that I can tell, and I need to share it because a lot of people that I've talked to around Austin haven't heard of what this program is. A lot of people don't know about it. They don't know that it's a resource that people can use, and it's just so different from not only just other farms in Texas, but other treatment centers out there. And so from there, I scratched everything and I started writing my story based around this farm specifically and what it does.
So just remind us, for someone who may have not read your story yet or seen the video that you put together, what's the name of the farm and then also the recovery program that they started?
Yeah, so the program is called Ranch House Recovery, and it operates on Simple Promise Farms. Simple Promise Farms, that is where all of the tending to livestock and harvesting crops, that's where all of that takes place. And so it's a farm itself, but it's a nonprofit. They do attend the weekly farmers markets, and so they're part of that, just reaching out to the community as well. But Ranch House Recovery is specifically the program for people struggling with addiction.
And you put together a story about this, and I want to play that for everybody who's watching, and then we'll continue our conversation on the other side. So here's a story that Kat Vaughn put together about this farm in Elgin that is helping those deal with recovery.
At first glance, this might look like an ordinary Texas farm. But it's far from that. What makes this farm unique is the story behind its name.
It was hard. It was hard as a parent because, you know, you watch your child suffer and you watch, you know, that little boy that you know, I raised. Like.
Brandon Gwynn, founder of Ranch House Recovery, watched his son fight addiction for years. But it was what happened during his son's recovery that inspired him to look at treatment in a new light.
But, yeah, from a parent who got to watch my son go through treatment over 15 times, everywhere he went wasn't much different.
That's when he decided to create a program different from what traditional treatment offers. Ranch House Recovery offers spiritual-based treatment rooted in connection with community and nature. The treatment takes place on Simple Promise Farms, where clients tend to livestock,
Bring them out.
harvest crops,
See, this guy's probably good to eat right here.
and attend weekend farmers markets. Since its opening in June 2019, nearly 350 people have passed through the program. Former addict Kevin Cease shares what brought him to the farm.
Just like the in-between where it's myself in a dark room, just in despair.
2 years later, he's now using his experience as an opportunity to help others fight addiction.
So the past 2 years has been a lot of that, a lot of me investing time and energy into making this place a place that is here to help more people.
We can't hide from this disease. We have to put it out there. We have to share our experience. We can't stop, but we can't give up. It's not, it's a fight worth fighting.
And that story comes from Catherine Vaughn, who is a KXAN News intern this summer. She is joining us again here on KXAN Live to talk more about that story. What's so powerful about that, Kat, is that Brandon Gwynn, who started this program, talked about the struggles that his own son had, and that's ultimately what led to the creation of this program.
Right. I was not expecting that when I initially interviewed him. We were just walking. He was showing me the farm itself. And then I kind of asked the question, how did this get started? And he was like, well, my son, he was actually a heroin addict and he struggled with that for many years. And his son went through 15 different treatment programs all around the country, and none of them seemed to do the trick until he went to this specific one in Washington, where he was around nature and with animals. He was giving trail rides to different people that came and visited, and that's where he found his recovery. And so Brandon, his father, decided to create a program very similar to that, just to open up the possibility of maybe the treatment that we've been doing for the past few decades, maybe that's not the right approach, or maybe there's something better for people out there.
And your story mentioned, and I want to reiterate, they've had now hundreds of people go through this farming program.
Yes, they have. They've had close to 350 within the 4-year span that it's been operating.
Wow, and we've seen that video there. They're not only tending to some of the vegetables and different kinds of crops, but there was livestock, even goats out there.
Oh, yeah, and the goats are super friendly. I also had a conversation about that, and most of them, they kind of shy away if people get too close to them, but these were bottle fed, and so they are more than friendly. They will go up to you. They don't mind being around you, and so that was a new experience for me, just being around all those animals, which I think is really fascinating.
Yeah, and while you were reporting and talking to the people out there at the farm, what do they share about what the future looks like for their operation?
So they are in the middle of expanding the farm. Currently, the program has 13 beds, which are unavailable at the moment. People are always passing in, passing out, but they are still continuing to expand the program. They have a lot of future plans. They're currently building another structure right now. It's in the process of being built. And so we'll see that the next few months as that comes together a little bit more. But just hoping more and more people are brought awareness to this, and hopefully pass through and start to apply and kind of just see what it's like. So just more people, the better. And then tied in with that, just physical structures being built, the farm expanding. So.
This afternoon, we've been talking to Catherine Vaughn, who is going to be a senior at Texas Christian University, and she has a story that is up now on our website at kxan.com. The headline reads, How a Son's Journey with Addiction Inspired a Texas Farms Recovery Program. Again, you can read that right now on our website as well as our KXAN News mobile app. Kat, thank you again for sharing this story, and really great job. It's amazing the work that you and our other interns have done. I talked to your counterpart, Kevin Bosker, a few days ago about his story that he did, and that's on KXAN.com too. But before you go, I just want to let you know and give you a chance to talk about what your future, what you would like to do. I know that you spent some time here for the past few months at KXAN. Is this kind of the path you would like to take? Tell us about that.
Yes, this 100% is the path that I want to take. I have been writing since I was about 8 years old. I have always loved it. It's become a passion of mine. And growing up, I finally decided, and after hearing from tons of people, oh, you're such a great writer, maybe think about this. I decided in high school, right before college, this is what I want to do. And so I am going to be a senior at Texas Christian University this year, which is super exciting. But I do have 1 year left, which means I have to search for a job after, all that fun stuff. But as far as journalism, I went in thinking that I would stick to just writing, maybe write for a newspaper or a magazine. And then I was introduced to the broadcast side and I fell in love with it. And something that used to scare me was being in front of the camera. I would always shy away from it and say, oh, that's not for me. And over the years, being pushed out of my comfort zone, I've learned that, with confidence, I can do this. And it's just, again, something that's so exciting. And I'm really, really, really looking forward to what the future holds in terms of this. But I do want to point out that my story is kind of solutions journalism focused.
Right.
And so I know this is kind of like an up and coming topic, I guess. But most of my work has also been around this field. I've done stories on the homeless, people living in homelessness, the effects of social media and just mental health. These are the stories that I want to share with the world. This is kind of what I love doing. I love helping people. And if I can do something that I love while helping people, then it's a win-win. And I'm going to do it to the best ability that I can.
I would say the path is starting out very well.
Thank you.
So Catherine Vaughn, Kat, as we've been calling you this summer, thank you again for not only spending your summer with us, but for turning this story and joining me today for this conversation. We really do appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me. I am just so honored to be able to talk about this and again spread more awareness. And it has just been such a privilege working with all of you. So thank you for that as well.
Yeah, again, thank you for this and taking time today to talk about it more. Again, you can read her story on KXAN.com. There's the headline again. You can also check it out on the KXAN News mobile app. Kat, best of luck on your senior year, and I'm sure we will hear from you again soon.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
All right, everybody. That was Kat Vaughn, and I am Will Dupree in the KXAN Live studio. We appreciate you all sticking around for our conversation about this really great story out there, again, on our website and our mobile app. Please check it out if you can. I'm going to send you on your way. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon, everybody. Please stay safe and healthy out there. Take care.